Ms. Marilyn. How are you? I don't know if you can hear me. I'm doing a selfie drawing here to see how different I look when there's actual sunlight hitting me. Did your pens come today? You got the pens. Okay, good. So you see that there's a Triumph nib, and there's other things. I don't know if you've tried them. I'd like to join me in a second when I'm done. You can show me how they work. If that interests you. Well, most of them are sort of Johnny One Note pens, so they really don't have a lot of I don't know, what's the word I want, variety and what you might expect. They're not boinga boingas. What did you think about that gold fill one? That thin gold fill one. Okay. Well, they're not going to go crazy if you put a Waterman ink into a black pen, into a, you know what I mean, Schaefer pen. Oh dear. I think the sack is okay in it, but there's always a possibility that something happened to the sack. God, this light is just harsh on me, but I kind of liked it for that reason, so I'm going to continue with the drawing. See if I can make this kind of look like me anyway. I look very funny here with this white side of the head. So in terms of that white one, or the gold fill one, what did you think about the width of the pen? It was really mainly the That was the idea I was trying to. I was wondering if I thought you might enjoy that part of it. It's way too thin. You'll find that too thin. That's interesting. I thought you would really like that one because of its thinness, but it's interesting to know that. The pen barrel is way too thin. That's what we're not talking about the nib. Okay. I thought for your dinky hands, you had said you like thin pens or small pens. God, this is a weird picture. Well, again, what I'm learning, I've learned a few things by that pile I sent you, Marilyn, and that was that you like girthier pens than that. I thought if you liked that kind of a pen, you would be able to find many that were similar to that by looking for Wall Eversharp pens. This very weird hair, as you can tell. I need to add some purple or something in this picture. It is all too... If there's anything purple anywhere near this image, but I need to add something that's probably pink or something. Okay. No, the gold pen is I think it's a Carter Pen Company pen, but it's similar to the gold fill pens that you can find, and there are short, thin versions of that pen, that type of pen. So. I just posted the picture I just drew of myself here.
Took a pill and he made
Ugh.
took a pill.
The thing with the weird nib, the Schaefer, with or the Waterman. Waterman Taperite. That was Waterman's version of the Parker 51. And I thought you might like to see that those pens offered a little bit of flexibility.
Oh, it's hot in here.
It's called a Taperite. Would you like to come on board, Marilyn? Let's see if I can do this. Invite, copy, edit, paste. No.
Oh,
Hi.
how are you?
It's okay. I'm doing okay.
How is
Minnesota.
Minnesota?
Well, it was very warm today, lots of melting going
Oh
on.
boy.
So that is good.
I don't like it when it melts. It gets all sticky and gross. I see pictures of people that are getting all happy about the melting of the snow, but then they go outside and then they come in the house and their house is covered in dirt. I'm like, oh God, yuck.
Well, it does happen.
Yeah.
So that is a Waterman taperite.
This is the taperite. Okay.
So that was Waterman's pen that they produced to compete with the Parker 51.
Okay, so which of these is the 21 and which of these is the 51?
There
How do you
there are
tell?
there are two 51s.
Two
One has a gold fill
51s.
cap. The
Uh-huh.
littlest one is a 51. That's called a demi. That's a pretty rare pen
This one is a demi.
because it was made. It's a shorter and thinner pen, which again I included because I thought you might like thinner pens, but you like girthy pens. But anyway, it has a 51. It's a gold 51 nib. The black one with the steel cap is a 51 that has a gold nib as well.
I'm like afraid to open these because they're
Well,
pretty stiff to open.
and what you might want to do, Ms. Darling, there is 51s do take a little bit of oomph to get going,
Right.
especially if you fill them with ink. So what I would recommend is just fill without wasting the ink. If you're just looking to try these out, just pump them maybe twice, fill them
Yeah.
with that much, let them sit for a little bit because it may
Yeah.
take a while for the ink to soak into the feed.
That's what I did. Yeah.
Okay. And then the gray one that has sort of the scratches on the cone, that's a 21 special, I think, or a super 21.
This
And
one.
yeah,
Spray thing.
and that looks like a 51. It has a steel nib, and it's just another option of pens to buy that if you suddenly are interested in 51s, you might opt for something like that too. So
It's like they're all different sizes. But they're like
yeah,
the same. They're like in the same family, but they're like
yeah,
cousins of each other.
yeah, yeah. The gray one, the 51, the 21 special. Well, you just try it out. You'll
Yeah, I've
they're
tried all
all
of them.
they're all going to be a little different. And good, good. So what
That's
are
the
your
first thing I do. I always write the how doth the crocodile, and I see how much I like it or don't like it, and if I like it, then I make a note, and if I don't like it, then I definitely make a note. But I like this. Which one of these is the broad one? Gosh, that was so broad. That was like writing with a paintbrush. This one,
the gray one?
yeah,
I
this
don't,
thing.
honestly, I don't remember. I was sort of in a hurry to get these off, so.
Oh, it's just
Okay.
beautiful.
And you like that?
Oh, it's thick and it's smooth. Oh my gosh, that's nice. Now, if I could just remember which ones went with which nibs. I mean, which went with which caps. Does it say on the caps?
No, the gold fill cap will only fit on that cap.
Obviously, the gold one, yeah.
And the Parker, the black Parker 51 has a cap that has a little pearlescent top, like the gold one has a little pearlescent top, and the remaining cap has just a steel top, I think. There should be 3 different kinds.
How's it going, everybody?
Oh, there you are.
Marilyn got her pens today.
So these are the pearlescent top openers. My camera.
Okay, so they
These
go
are
on the black
pearlescent
pen.
top ones.
Yeah, they go the short one goes on the shorter pen,
Boy, those are tricky.
and the other one goes on the black one.
Okay.
And then the gray goes with the silver topped pen.
The gray with the silver. I was gonna say that's interesting because I totally didn't know that was a pearlescent thing. It just looks like a. It looks like a brushed thing. That's
If
very
you shine some light on those, they're actually a little bit sparkly.
Yeah, I see that now. But like I wasn't looking for that in particularly. But now I am. I'm like, that's interesting.
Nice.
You remember you were asking me earlier, you were like, oh,
Yeah.
how's the nib on this? And I was like, it's a little rough.
And you changed your mind?
It's not.
Oh, okay.
It's
It
not
was
rough?
rough.
It was rough?
But
Okay.
I wanted to admonish you a little bit, Pierre.
Okay. What did I do?
You
Was
dip
it
your
bent?
pins so much and you never clean them out.
Oh, I see.
There,
Okay.
there was so
I know,
much
I had to
ink,
soak them.
there was so much ink and crud under the feed that was actually misaligning the tines slightly.
Okay. Well, I'm glad that you found that out.
Yeah, I soaked mine. I soaked these ones for like maybe 5 minutes, and I keep wanting to pull, but there's some of them that are twist. Oh man, that makes me nervous. Okay.
Well, you'll learn.
I mean,
Yeah,
at any
after a
rate,
while, it'll
yeah,
be totally second nature. You'll pick up a pin and you'll instantly know whether you've got to uncap it by twisting or pull.
well, a couple of these they're in there, they're really in there. So I was like, is it a twist or a pull? And I'm like pulling and pulling, and I'm like, all right, well, what if I twist? And I twist, and the barrel came off, and I'm like,
oh no,
okay, that's not it.
No.
I'm like, oh,
don't.
These are
cram
really
that.
good. Whatchamacallits? Latches, catches.
Catches.
Yeah.
The clutch mechanism
Clutch.
on this one is so magnificent. It really works well. The 21 is less so.
Like you don't have to push it in real good, but the pulling action is fantastic. It's not going to come off in an accident.
Hi, Will. I'm saying hi to Will Hodge.
Hi, Will. How are you? Are you having a nice day?
Hello, Will.
So, what do you think of the Triumph nib?
It's a little scratchy.
Okay. Well, try Effectable's method.
A little
of
scratchy.
washing.
I figured out.
It might be all right.
I think that this was. Did you grind this at all?
No.
I think that someone purposefully ground this to be. There's a word for it where they grind the top of the nib and the bottom of the nib to be like a finer version.
Like make a stub nib or a
No, like there's a word for it. It's like a zoom nib.
Okay.
Where like people grind the bottom part one way, and then the top part they grind it so that it's smooth, but it's so that it's like a pointier point.
Yeah.
Like it could be like an extra fine nib.
Okay. Well,
I
anyway.
found that if I write upside down, it writes smoother than right side up.
Okay. Well, you wanted to try one, so that was one that I had on my desk and ready.
Well, since we're talking pen nerd stuff, I'll give you my thoughts on the remaining pens that I have not purchased yet.
Sure. Okay.
This brown one is probably going to be a definite yes.
Okay. I think that's pretty sweet, that one though. So
it is a nice pen after soaking the crud out of it.
Soaking the crud out of it. Yep.
This black one, the Jumbo Triumph.
Yeah.
This one's definitely going to be a yes as well.
Okay, good.
The stubby balance here.
Yeah.
Not in love with this one so much.
Okay. Well, it's a rarer size. So
The size just doesn't work for me.
okay.
The nib's not
Sure.
bad, but it's just not anything I'd be into.
Okay, that's fine. Good to know.
This
Yeah.
this Triumph
Yeah.
with the really short stubby nib, I don't know. I don't feel like it's got anything to offer my collection.
Okay, that's fine.
The Waterman's a possibility
Okay.
because this nib is actually pretty sweet.
Yeah.
It's actually got some flex to it, and like the weird pebbly surface on this thing.
Yeah.
I could try to, smooth it out or just leave it as it is.
What I think happened there, someone must have sprayed some sort of aerosol or bug
Yeah,
spray.
something got on it because it's like smooth here, like it's supposed to be, and then it's like shark skin over here.
Yeah, I really like the shark skin. I wish it was all over that way.
If the whole pin was like that, that would be cool. Yeah.
Well, I once put bug spray on my arm when I was a kid, and the bug spray that didn't hit my skinny little arms I had went all over the dust cover of my stereo, and it made it pitted the dust cover.
Oh, it like melted the plastic some.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
So that it could be something like that happened with aerosol of some sort. Yeah.
This green one, I'm kind of 50-50 on it.
Yeah.
This is a total enigma. This is the one you were calling a Parker.
I think it says Parker on the bottom of the cap.
It looks
The
like
cap is a Parker, but if you look, there's actually a difference between this brushed metal and this.
Oh, okay. That must be a.
And that not only that, but the clip that's on this cap is a Parker 45 cap, but this clip is not a Parker 45 clip.
Okay, well that's weird. Okay.
Whatever this pin is, and it's got a weird captive converter in it, which is nothing Parker ever would have done.
Yeah. Well, I did not think it was a Parker, but when I saw that it said Parker, I thought, well, maybe.
Does it say anything on the nib?
The nib has a number 3 on it. That's all that you can see.
Okay. And
but whatever number 3 means.
Whatever.
But strange.
This thing is pretty fun. It's got quite a bit of flex to it.
Well, it's still for sale. You can buy
it. I'm probably going to get this just because the nib is so fun.
Yeah, it is.
The blue and black thing here. It's one of these Schaefer Dolphins.
Okay.
It's like a mismatch.
Okay.
Well, there's only one problem.
Oh, it's a cartridge filler. Oh,
it's missing the sack protector. It's a touchdown.
Oh, okay.
But I'd need a sack protector and a sack to even make this work.
Well, I've got those. Maybe when I don't know. Again, I was putting these things together really quick to put in the box. So.
Yeah, well, the nib on this thing is crazy fine.
Okay.
It's so fine that it's sharp.
Okay.
And it was made like that, so I don't know what kind of nib this would have been, but it's.
Well, if you like
it, on the head of a needle or something.
I'll find you the cage for the sack.
And the last two here, the big balance.
Yeah.
The senior balance is pretty good. I'll probably get that as well.
Okay.
The Craig.
Yeah.
I really like this pen.
Okay.
But I couldn't really make it work. The nib in the feed, like the nib is way too high from the feed. Okay. Like this nib should go down quite a bit farther.
It might, you're welcome to tweak it a little bit if you can, soak it and push it in. But
because if you look at it, like the breather hole of the nib here, is like right on the very tip of the feed.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So I don't know if it needs another feed or a different nib or.
Yeah.
That's just from looking at it.
Yeah.
What's that?
That's a much more modern nib.
Oh yeah. I was just saying, from the looks, just from looking at it, it doesn't look like there's very much room between the section and the feed to even get a nib in there much farther. So.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Hey, Bartholomew.
Hello, Bartholomew.
But anyways, that's my my thoughts on the rest of the pen lot for the time
And
being.
you are getting the Mont Blanc and the whatever the other ones were. I can't even remember.
Yeah, the other ones I've already absorbed into my collection.
Okay, good. Well, just, again, these are things, just put them aside. The ones you don't want, put in a pile, an envelope, and then the ones you do want, you'll can pay me when I'm back.
Yeah, well, I have a little inventory sheet going, and
Okay.
the ones I paid for already are separated, and yeah. So
Good.
I'll keep it straight. Don't worry.
I figured you would. So I sent a pen that was very similar to a Wall #2 size metal pen to Marilyn, and her response was, "It's way too thin." So I learned something about this.
I mean, this thing, it can't. I'm gonna get my calipers. It can't even be like a millimeter across.
Oh, it's a centimeter.
A millimeter's like that big.
Yeah, well, exaggeration.
Slight.
But I'll show you guys some more of the fun stuff that I
The next
got.
part of this section is 6.6 millimeters.
I got this little.
This part of the 6 is 8 millimeters.
Okay.
8 millimeters is pretty skinny, but I got one of these little Schaefer sets.
Okay.
This is a touchdown, a fat touchdown, Schaefer Statesman.
Okay.
And I cleaned it and polished it all up and made it all pretty.
Yeah, we like that.
And it's got the big honking nibs on them that I love so much.
Yeah, good.
This nib, it wasn't really damaged, but it had been dropped at some point.
Okay.
And it had closed the tines together really super tight, so it hardly wouldn't write at all. But I spent all this morning playing with this nib, and I've got it now to where it writes really sweet.
Oh, good.
Nice.
Yeah, so I was really happy about that. Where is it? And I got I think it's funny, once we start talking about pens, Bartholomew magically appears. Oh, here we go.
Oh my goodness. Oh my god, I have ink all over me and I don't know what I did. Oh well.
You played with my pens that are filthy.
Yep. That's just what happens. Oh well. Thank goodness I'm not going anywhere.
But this right here is I was super happy with this. This was an eBay score.
And that's an early one, right?
Well, yeah, it's got the early clip or whatever.
Yeah.
But the nib's one of these.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like a later feed in the nib. The nib's missing its plating up here.
Yeah.
Like there's a little bit of it at the end, but it's been polished off.
Okay.
Although the neat thing is too is the section is like perfectly transparent.
Yeah.
You don't see that too often on these.
No.
Yeah, I got a really good deal on this. I paid less for this than I paid for another standard size balance that I have in similar condition with perfect trim and everything.
Yeah.
I was hoping this one was an oversized one, and my hunch was correct.
Okay.
Because the listing was.
Sometimes those, unless they're labeled by the person that knows what they are, they can be deceptive.
From looking at the other pens the person was selling, it looked like they got like a small little collection of pens that they were selling, that they kind of just, they had a vague idea of what some of them were, but that was pretty cool. I was happy to get that because I didn't have one of those. And now I have two of them, counting the one Pierce sent me.
You can make earrings.
That's true. I've got a matching pair.
Yeah, this gold thing is really thin.
Okay.
Like, I can't really see myself using it for long periods of time.
Okay. Well,
maybe
that's
for
really
like a
good
signature.
to know, Marilyn, that I mean, it's very good to know that. It's just that when you put the cap on the back of the pen, the diameter change of barrel to cap is so slight that it's sort of like holding a dip pen. So there's a couple of things I wanted to have you try out, but
Right.
none of
Wasn't
these.
when I was looking for a dip pen, I was looking for, I guess, something light to give like the slightest off balance, but I never post my pens because I find them unwieldy.
Okay.
But I do like, I bought this
Yeah.
cork
Yeah.
dip pen nib.
Speedball or Higgins or whoever makes those now.
It's Kona or
Okay.
Koinor Harmony. But it gives like this just the slightest tiny bit of, so I don't have to push down so hard or pull up so hard rather. But if I were to do that with this on a table, it would probably hurt somebody.
Well, put it in a little box to go right back to me when you're done with your reviews.
I will.
Again, I did not send you those pens to intend to sell any of them for you. So they were mainly for your review you wanted to do about the 51 wannabes. So
I wanted to do a review because I have a couple coming in the mail. I want to compare it with this, which is a Hero 616.
Yeah.
And I wanted to compare it with this here, Keiko Retro thing. And I wanted to compare it to the Jinhao 51A.
Okay.
So Pierce sent you a couple real Parker 51s, Marilyn?
A couple of different ones, yeah.
Look at what he wants to show you.
Oh, yeah. This is a Mont Blanc that Pierce sold me.
Oh, nice.
This thing is really cool. It's from like the 70s. It's got one of these, it's almost like a weird pilot nib or something.
As I say, that's what it looks like, pilot nib.
Yeah. But this thing is a really sweet writer.
Oh.
And it's got one of these fancy Mont Blanc converters.
Yeah, Captain Fancy Pants over there. Watch out.
I was just curious what you thought of writing with an actual Parker 51, or have you got that far?
I've written with all of them. I just had to rewrite with them a little bit. This brown one is the demi, right?
Yeah.
This brown one. Okay, I had to write the color down because I didn't know it.
I think it's burgundy, actually.
That's brown.
They called it like cordovan brown or something, right?
Oh, right.
This is an aerometric demi.
Oh, arrow, okay.
Thinner.
Yeah.
It's thinner and shorter than a normal 51.
Yeah.
And I think it's kind of a burgundy color. I would have called it burgundy, or what they would have called burgundy. Yeah, I like those.
The Hero pen is very close.
Yeah.
But the Jinhao.
It'll, part of the idea is, the 51s that you got are older than I am, or as old. And the Jinhao, if it lasts to be 64 years old, let me know.
Yeah,
I don't know whether they will. I don't know if, the pens don't seem like they should, if they're working now, they should work 2 decades from now, but there might be crappy plastics they use. I have no idea.
The point I wanted to make, you remember this set, the brown pen and pencil set?
Yeah.
I have no idea what this is.
Oh, good. Well,
I cannot find it.
Okay. Well,
because the closest thing that I can find to this, it's a white dot, gold-filled cap, and it's the same thing on the pencil, so it's not like this is a mismatch, set.
I know.
It's a touchdown.
Yeah.
So it's got the little knob down here,
Yeah.
but it's got the little skinny lifetime two-tone nib. The
Yeah.
closest pin I know of to this is called a Sovereign, but the Sovereigns have a steel cap, not gold filled.
Okay.
And I can't find a gold filled cap.
Well, the
Sovereign.
gold fill. I mean, the gold fill could have been from a snorkel cap or something. Is that possible?
Yeah, I have no idea. The,
I mean,
the weird
I
thing
honestly
is,
Yeah.
This pencil is so used, the little ridges are worn off of it.
Oh, okay.
It's smooth up here
This
from
is
people
our
from
cat,
holding it.
cat called Van Gogh. You understand
Oh, kitty.
why the cat's called Van Gogh?
Because he only has one ear.
One ear.
Yep.
Aww. Kitty.
But anyways, the pencil's like really worn from use,
Yeah.
and the pen is like brand new.
Yeah, that's very strange. Usually, it's
Like the window is perfectly transparent.
Yeah. Oh, neat.
The nib is like perfect.
Oh, good. Well, it was a weird one, and
I just saw a review of some guy talking about one of those old ink guys fountain pens. I'll try and send you a link. I think that looks exactly the same. Only I think his was a darker color, or maybe it was a lighter color. I can't remember.
Well, that's it. Yeah, this is a brown, and they quit making these pens in brown except for the desk pens, like after 1950 or something. So I have no idea what model this pen is.
yeah, it was a weird one. So I'm glad you have it because it belongs in your collection. Yours is the most focused collection, I think, in that era that I know. I mean, many of us have pens like that in our collection, but we also have other things. But yours is so it belongs.
Well, that's kind of where I'm at because like I got all these snorkels and all this other stuff, but you know, as fun as the snorkels are and stuff too, I feel like I'm missing out by not getting some of the older, you know, 1920s and 30s stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Because I have plenty of 1940s, 50s, and 60s stuff.
There's you'll get them one day.
Hey, Mighty Mouse is here. I didn't even notice.
Mighty Mouse has been yammering away.
Guess we had a full house in here today.
Hi, Jolyn. How are you? Are you having a nice day?
Will says there's a lot of pinnage going on.
Yes, definitely.
Bartholomew says Aphex. Yes. Oh,
bring you
Aphex.
over to the dark side. Okay.
I'll bring you over to the dark side.
I'm gonna move. I'm gonna move to the power area.
Because yeah, probably doing these streams is just zapping your battery, isn't it?
Kind of, sort of.
He says the dark side, aka the BHR side, black hard rubber.
No. Okay.
Well, if I can get one of those hard rubber Craig pins going, that'll be pretty cool.
Well, yeah, just try that soaking it, take the nib out, maybe push the feed in a little bit more.
I'll futz around with it, but I don't want to mess with the pins that I know I'm sending back to you too much. So,
well, I think you'll not hurt it.
not yet. I don't think I'm going to break anything, but if I do, I'll take responsibility for it.
If it was a Schaefer self-filling nib number 2, very flexible, that would be one thing. But this is the nib that's in it is a pretty common.
Yeah, I think it's a Schaefer 23 or whatever, one of those weird in between sizes.
No.
Mouse says she wants a snorkel just so she can say snorkel all the time.
Well, There, it's possible to get it. Okay, Jolyn is here. Your friend Jolyn.
How did your surgery go, Jolyn? She had surgery
Oh,
a little bit ago. You doing well? Never get the notifications. Yeah, I don't either. Sometimes I get them and I'm in the middle of work and
I don't.
people
There's
send me
nothing I
strange
do on my side that hasn't happened.
I don't know what the deal is, but like YouTube is like just about giving up sending me notifications on peer streams.
Okay. I don't know. There's nothing I do that makes it happen or not. I just turn it on the way I always do. So you're tired of me. Okay.
Here's something else I have inked up in a moment.
Yeah, big fat Mont Blanc.
What is that?
Meisterstück.
Meister stick.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, this is a Mont Blanc 146. It's a piston filler. This is the whole reason I like Mont Blanc right here. Is this stupid little snowflake dot thing, bird splat or whatever people want to call it.
I just got a new nib for my Pilot Falcon.
Oh wow.
I accidentally got a silver for my gold.
Okay.
Oh
wow.
Those are the ones that are like semi flex, right?
Yeah, it's a really nice pen. I got it in extra fine because they only had it in extra fine and broad. And the reason that I got it was because when I was pushing the cartridge into my fine nib, I pushed the cartridge in so fast that I pushed the nib and the feed out the front of the pen.
Oh yeah, I remember you telling me that story once before.
Well,
so you were able to just buy a new like nib unit for that then?
Yeah, that's what I did. I bought a new nib unit.
Oh, cool.
That's why I said I got a gold nib for my gold pen. A silver nib for my gold pen.
Well, I knew Pilot sold the little nib cartridges for the vanishing points, but I didn't think they sold a lot of parts for their other pens.
Yeah, just the I was looking for a fine nib, but I couldn't find a fine nib. And they only had extra fine and broad, and those are the ones that they've only had for like a long time, over a year now. And so I was like, fine, I'll have an extra fine, I guess.
You don't have one of these, do you, Marilyn?
What is it? No, I don't. I'm looking to buy one.
Yeah. My mom bought this for me for my birthday.
That's nice.
Oh, this color is super cool too. It's like a purpley blue.
Do you find it slick in the hand? Does it have like
not really? And a lot of people complain about the clip on it too.
Yeah, I'm not too
but like concerned. The way I hold it, the clip sits perfectly right here between my fingers.
Right.
And it works perfectly for me.
Right.
But just having a fountain pen that clicks, come on now, that's pretty cool.
I'm not really into paying like full price for one though. I mean, if I am gonna get one, I'm gonna get the matte black one, and I'm gonna go all out with like, all of the bells and whistles with the rod and all the things.
The other problem with these things is they come with that stupid twist converter.
Yeah, I know.
Well,
I would never use the twist converter. I
found a guy on eBay that still sold these little squeezy converters, the old style ones.
Oh, yeah?
And they hold like 2 or 3 times the amount of ink as the twist ones do.
Yeah, I just use the cartridges because cartridges are like 5 or 6. And
cartridges are just about the best thing for these.
I got this pack of 6 Pilot cartridges for $1.25.
It's not bad.
Yeah, pretty good price. Plus, every time I buy a new Pilot pen, they give me ink cartridges. I really wanted to put the purple in the Pilot, but I put my black cartridge that I got when I bought one of my Pilot pens in the purple cartridge box, which I shouldn't have done. Oh well.
Oh, these things are pretty cool too.
What is it?
These are the weird little I think they're called a Schaefer Stylist, but they have a little slip cap and they have little teeny tiny Triumph nibs.
Oh,
yeah,
adorable.
and it's a little cartridge converter.
Cartridge.
Yeah, these are really cool pins. But now
you're not going to get those.
Well, I've already bought 3 of them off of you.
You did? Okay. I couldn't.
Yeah.
I didn't know if those were.
This was the first one I got from you.
Okay.
And these were the 2 from this batch.
Oh, okay. Okay. And what do you like? What about that little Gerard? Isn't he cute?
Oh, yeah, there's a little thing here on the clip.
The name is engraved on the clip. A.T. Gerard.
I don't know. Yeah, if you can see that, but it's engraved A.T. Gerard on the clip. It's actually done really well.
Yeah. No, I thought
but these are neat because the little Triumph nibs on these ones are 14 karat gold.
Yeah. Yeah, they're really sweet.
Oh wow. This is gold, isn't it?
You keep talking. I'm gonna.
This one's 14 karat gold too. I can't.
Marilyn?
This is a Schaefer Triumph nib too.
Oh yeah.
Sent me.
Hey, you have the same magnifying glasses I do.
Yep. Where did you get yours? Wish.com?
I can't even remember.
I got mine from Wish.com for $1.99.
This probably came from eBay or Amazon for like $1 or $2. Yeah.
It says Schaefer, Fort Madison, Iowa, USA. Made in USA.
Fort Madison, Iowa. Will in the chat says engraved pins are cool. They have a story to tell. You know, I've probably said this 1,000 times, but when I started collecting pins, I was like, I don't want pins with people's names on them. You know, that's like graffiti on the subway or something. But I don't. Yeah, like maybe it's Peer's influence or something, but I don't really mind pins that have engravings on them now. Like it kind of, yeah, I can see how, you know, it does tell the story of, you know, because people used to own these things.
Right. You know, I think that I wouldn't mind if it had my name engraved in it already.
I thought about getting like, or
if it had, you know, one of my family members' names engraved on it, but you know, I don't know.
Oh, Russell's in chat now.
Well, hello, Russell.
Mighty Mouse says graffiti is art. Well, I was saying graffiti on the subway, but for a few years in my life, I tried to teach myself how to do graffiti, but I never really went out and spray painted anybody's walls or anything.
Yeah, no.
Actually, I used to have a car that was spray painted graffiti. I had some friends that were into the graffiti thing, and they covered my whole car and made it look like a wall in New York City. And the cops used to pull me over so much. It was so much fun though. I used to carry spray paint around in the back of my car, and whenever I'd be hanging out with my friends, everybody had free reign and they could just get spray paint out of the back of my car and decorate it.
Oh my gosh.
My rule was just don't paint on the windows. You can paint anywhere else you want.
Yeah. I thought that'd be really cool to have like a blank canvas car and have people do all kinds of like stencilizing and calligraphy and all kind of things on a car.
What's amazing is for the most part, people didn't write terrible things on the car either.
No.
You would have thought, oh, you give someone spray paint, you know, First
Dolo.
thing they're going to write is, the F word or something, but Will says, depends on the graffiti. Some of it is offending.
I think graffiti is gorgeous. I have an ugly ass wardrobe that is doing. That's too funny.
I don't know. I like a lot of graffiti styles. The ones where people do like the 3-dimensional letters that are twisted in and out of each other.
Right.
You almost can't even read the words. That's the kind of stuff I like a lot.
I have a friend who likes to photograph graffiti art in London, and he lives by a train track, so he'll go out there and like nearly get hit by trains because he's taking pictures, trying to get pictures of the trains and videos of the trains going by, and
Mouse's tags are ugly. Yeah.
Kill yourself.
But tags are kind of like I don't have time to do a full mural or something, Plus
Right.
the whole tagging thing is like this weird, I don't know, pissing for territory type thing. It's really kind of dumb.
So stupid.
But I mean, hey, a lot of these graffiti people are, younger teenagers and stuff. So, I mean, kind of comes with the territory.
That are gangs. I see symbols of gangs all over my city.
Well,
just like
once you know a little bit about graffiti, there's a big difference between gang graffiti and graffiti.
Yeah.
Gang graffiti is weird stuff.
Yeah.
It's got all kinds of, I don't know. It's hard to explain. Weird inside symbols and words that don't mean anything to anyone but people in the gang. Yeah.
I remember when I was younger, I kept getting phone calls, and I was like, of people like trying to hook up, and I'm like, why are you calling me? I'm like, I'm busy, I'm married, I have my own thing going on, like I'm not interested. And they're like, but I got your number on a wall, and I'm like, oh my god, Jesus Christ.
Looking for love in all the wrong places.
My this device is now at 6% and it's plugged in, so I don't understand. So I'm having a fake beer.
Oh, fake beer.
What?
It's Brewdog Punk AF. It's punk as fuck.
Oh yeah. Punk Air Force.
Is that what it's called? Anyway, so I may have to switch devices here at some point.
Well, we were having a spirited discussion about graffiti while you were gone, so.
Okay, well, you keep having it.
I think Pierre would be really good at doing graffiti.
I think I would be good. I don't have that full arm movement that where the whole body has to sort of be moving around to make these lines. Right. Is Tasha still here?
Russell was in chat for a minute too earlier, just a minute ago.
Russell, are you here? I sent him a text saying I was broadcasting.
He probably got on here and saw you weren't on camera and left.
He could have.
Like, oh, Pierre's not here. It ain't even worth my time.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I was wrong. Russell said he's still here in third person. So,
well, it's what he can. He wants to join us. He can.
Well, I'm probably going to jump off here in a minute. I got a couple things to take care of, but
well, and again, I'll keep going as long as I have power. Here, I sound like I'm the wireless operator on the Titan.
Can you hear me now?
I'll keep signaling, Captain.
We'll get you one of those chargers with a crank handle on it, Pierre, so you're off the grid.
Oh,
How dare
Lord.
you suggest you aren't worth my time?
I'm confused by that statement.
He was thinking, you said, am I not, because I'm not her, we're not worth the time. He can explain it.
Oh. Russell.
Hello, Mr.
Hello.
Hi, Russell.
What's up?
Did you enjoy his puppet show on his station?
Oh,
Anyone?
I watched this puppet show video.
Yeah, go
I
ahead.
have to watch them in like 25 times fast because I don't have time. But I did watch the whole thing.
So what's up with you,
Very
Russell?
Nothing much. I'm on duty this weekend, so that means I'm delivering meals to ai Monelli.
Okay.
And so unfortunately, they're probably going to call me here in a little bit to deliver dinner to them,
Okay.
and then I'll have to sign off anyway. But it won't be too different. Usually 6, I'm completely crollato.
Okay. Well, I've got 3% now, so I'm down to fumes here
wow.
on this device, so I may have to switch anyway.
Well, I had to leave anyway, so.
Well,
Well, it
I'm
was
glad
good
that
to see y'all for a minute anyhow.
I'm glad you're having fun, and I'm glad that Schaefer with the brown stripes is going to stay with you now that it's working well.
If it's
I mean, you don't have to.
declassified.
Declassified, depurified. Okay.
I didn't
Yep.
mean to upset you, Russell. I'm sorry.
Oh, how dare you suggest I do not care for you in the deepest way, Apex.
Well, have yourselves a good one. I'll catch you later.
Bye.
Yep,
Bye.
nice to see you for a little bit.
I'm going to go eat lunch too, so I'll talk to you all later.
See
Love you.
later.
Bye.
Bye.
Ciao, ciao.
Oh, I guess it's just me. I didn't mean Russell to leave, but he left. That's fine. I'm looking at my hairdo. My hair is pretending to be that U.S. Air Force chapel. Very nice. God. 1010. I guess 1010 had a hair like this too. I'm up to 4%. What's going on? I'm gaining power. Video sucks battery. I'm down to 2%. As I'm now down to 2%, I think maybe I will sign off as well. Just because I can do it now while I have the power to say goodbye. And I'll catch you maybe tomorrow or later tonight. I don't know. See you later.